Wow, I have absolute chills right now, guys, because the Holy Spirit is present here. Am I right?
Yeah.
And that's because church is essential. Am I right? I believe we should have the right to worship our King and in fellowship with one another. Do you guys agree? Faith is essential. And the Canadian government is trying to destroy all these good things based on a virus that has an over 99% recovery rate. We have to reject this government and these orders lock, stock, and barrel. Do you know there's some people in the faith-based communities who say that because our governments are appointed by God, we must follow the health officials' orders directly? Well, do you remember when they told us we have to use glory holes and masks for sex? Do you think I'm going to listen to that? Or do you think I'm just going to cherry pick what their rules are? We have to remember the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The king made an order for them to bow down to a golden statue, and they refused to do it. They defied the king. It was absolutely righteous that the king threw them in the fire, but the Lord saved them because they did the right thing. We're here now today, and we need to do the right thing, guys. It's a spiritual warfare, plain and simple. When you can go to a strip club but not a church, you know it's spiritual warfare, right? When you can go to the liquor store or congregate at a bar, you know, but not go to church, you know that is spiritual warfare, right, guys? When a pastor, a shepherd of the sheep who are lost and looking for direction, so he says, come to my church, come to my drive-in church in your own individual cars, and the government says, no, you can't do that, you know we're in spiritual warfare, right? The Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, doesn't appear to be a praying man. Have you ever noticed he never uses the term thoughts and prayers? He always just says, my thoughts are with you. Actually, he did use the term thoughts and prayers only once, as far as I know, and that's when he tweeted saying, thoughts and prayers are not enough. We need to ban all mass military assault-style rifles. And thoughts and prayers are not enough. He changed the lyrics of the national anthem from an all our sons command to an all of us command because he's a feminist and he has a problem with the patriarchy. That is the traditional family unit, the moral and ethical standards of Jesus Christ, private property, and capitalism. I think that patriarchy deserves our respect because all of us have been in one way or another a beneficiary of that system, and if you destroy that, you destroy civilization. And if you look around right now, I think we can see that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Exactly.
From what I can tell, the global powers that ought not to be are using COVID-1984 as a means of destroying Western Christian standards and values in an effort to set up an eventual godless global government.
No.
But here's some truth for you. Whether you like it or not, Jesus Christ is the very foundation of our Western civilization. And the further that we've been turning our ways away from Him and His ways, the worse things are getting, guys. Things were getting really bad in the lead up to COVID-19. We have fathers here in British Columbia who are not allowed to refer to their own daughter as a she because she now wants to be a boy. And he can't call her by the name that he gave her at birth. And when he did refer to his daughter as a she, because that's what she is, the court had him arrested and charged with something called family violence.
Yes.
We have guys like Jessica Wax My Genitals or else Yanif, who abuses the system in the name of trans rights. He decided to use the Canadian courts to extort people for money for not giving him a Brazilian wax job. I was banned on Twitter simply for saying women aren't men and a man cannot become a woman. So there's been all-out spiritual warfare, a war on Christianity happening. Then COVID-1984 ramped it up a notch by canceling church, and now we're forced to act bravely, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did, by defying these orders in an act of civil disobedience. So I hope our pastors out there are going to see this for what it is and do the right thing and continue to be a shepherd to the lost and scattering flock. And just so people know, I don't know if you knew this, but Press for Truth, when I started that in 2006, when I came up with that name, it has a triple meaning. The double meaning to it is obviously press like press on, but also press like the media. But the triple meaning there is that Jesus Christ said, I am the truth, the way, and the life. So Press for Truth actually means press on towards Jesus. The more we do that, guys, the better off we're going to be. Thanks.
Dan, what are you working on coming up? Like, have you been doing your videos?
I take it day by day. If people want to check out my work, it's pressfortruth.ca, and we just try to counter the narrative that the mainstream is pushing on us here, and push back against their propaganda. So that's what we do at Press for Truth.
What's the highest number of videos you've had viewed? One of your viral videos?
Oh, millions. I've made 5 documentary films, and a number of them are in the millions of views.
Yeah. This is a hero in our nation. He's telling the truth when other people are not. Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
We all want truth. The truth will set you free.